State Opposition Leader Tim Nicholls says he agonised over his decision before voting yes for marriage equality. He joined the Premier on the issue but denies his new jobs policy is also a copy of Annastacia Palaszczuk's.
The Premier's on holidays, the opposition leaders at work. Sell a jobs policy.
Which means local work for local businesses.
I know that Queensland businesses and Queenslanders won't be buying it.
Jobs and red tape, an election favourite.
Set a 20% red tape reduction task force. We're going to measure the amount of red tape that we can do, and we're going to have a red tape reduction council.
The LNP policy, called Buy Local, the government has Buy Queensland.
Well, this is a very different policy. Labor's policy puts at risk Queensland jobs.
We're starting by delivering the best outcome for Queensland companies and Queensland workers, not driving down conditions and making Queensland companies compete with overseas companies.
The polls neck and neck, and it appears as we draw to an election, the policy gap is narrowing too.
And I reflected on St Paul's letter to the Corinthians, and he says faith, hope and love, and the greatest of these is love. And on that basis, I voted yes.
It seems everyone's ready for the election race, but we don't have a date. The tip is the Premier will call it if the Cowboys win the GF. Then we'll have a Melbourne Cup time election.
If they do blow the whistle on an election, there's another dark horse who could cause trouble for the major parties.
As my past has shown, I don't always follow the crowd.
Former Surfers Paradise cop Rick Flory, who leaked footage of a police bashing, will contest Southport as an independent. Nat Wallace, 9 News.